Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukenessmonster. Today we have some pretty exciting news to talk about because if you guys didn't know, New York Comic-Con is happening this weekend and Hasbro actually revealed a bunch of brand new Black Series products. I have a full video out already talking about all the reveals, but we do have some in-hand first look photos at a bunch of figures that Hasbro showed off at their booth at New York Comic-Con, and it's pretty exciting, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Really quick though, at 20,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away this Force Unleashed 3-pack, and we are getting super close to that number. So if you do want a chance to win, make sure to 1, subscribe to the channel, because you do have to be subscribed to enter, and 2, once we hit 20,000 subscribers, I'll release a giveaway video. All you have to do is comment on that video to enter. Anyway, onto the video. First up, we did get some photos from the figure report, and it's actually of Kyle Katarn, and I gotta say, I am absolutely in love with this figure. Now, of course, yesterday during Hasbro's reveals, they did leave us with this photo as a little bit of a tease, and so they officially revealed the figure, but they didn't really. It wasn't released in any of the promo images or the press release, so they kind of just left this teaser and said it would be officially revealed at MCM London, but they actually showed off this figure at Hasbro's booth after the event, and so as you can see here, we got some in-hand photos of Kyle Katarn, which is really, really exciting. This one does appear to be his Dark Forces 2 outfit, which is very similar to pretty much all of his outfits, but there are some slight differences, and yeah, it's just looking great. I like the likeness to the face. I don't know if this is based off of a certain actor or not, because obviously the character in the video game isn't really look like anybody. I'm sure it's based off of somebody in real life, but I don't know for sure, and so I don't know if the face is based off anybody, but it looks really good, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It does look like from the belt up, it's a new mold. Maybe it reuses the arms from the Jedi Temple Guard. It's hard to tell for sure, but the legs are definitely reused from an older figure because he does have the single jointed knees, which is great, but he does have thigh cuts, which is something that they've gotten rid of quite a while ago, and they've kind of switched to the extended hip joints, and so thigh cuts kind of means that this is an older sculpt. I thought it was going to be the new Han Solo, but the new Han Solo actually doesn't have thigh cuts, and so I was trying to figure out where these legs were from, and I've kind of come up short, so if you guys know and you guys can pinpoint what sculpt these are from, please let me know down in the comments, but yeah, these legs are reused, and I want to say that the gauntlets of this figure are also reused from the Jedi Temple Guard, so definitely some reuse going on here, but honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think we'd get a Kyle Katarn figure if there wasn't some reuse here and there, so overall I'm pretty okay with it, and I think this figure is looking absolutely freaking amazing. Next up, we have some photos from Yoda's News, so make sure to go check him out, but first up we have the New York Comic-Con exclusive Palpatine and Mace Windu 2-pack. This one is officially available for order now, but only for Pulse Premium members. It is actually in stock, which is interesting. It's not a pre-order, it's an in-stock, ready-to-buy and ship right now item, but it's exclusive to Pulse Premium members at the moment. It looks like this one will be available for everybody on November 3rd, so about a month, which is kind of crazy that, I guess 3 weeks, not quite a month, but kind of crazy that it's going to be exclusive for that long, so I think they're really trying to sell some Pulse Premium subscriptions, which is kind of a shame, especially after the fumble that was the San Diego Comic-Con set, so hopefully this one will stay in stock for long enough that anybody who wants it will have the chance to get it, but yeah, if you do want it, it is available for Pulse Premium members now. The set's looking pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of that Palpatine figure. I think the robes need some texture. It's definitely lacking a lot of depth there. It just looks like cloth. It doesn't look like his textured robes that we see in the movie. But other than that, it is a pretty good set, and I really do like that Chancellor Palpatine head. It's about time we got a Chancellor Palpatine in the line. So yeah, overall, it's a decent set. In the next photo here, we have a lot going on. There's just a ton of figures in this photo, but most notably, some brand new figures. In the top right corner is the new Asajj Ventress. This figure looks so stunning. The texture on the sculpt for the robes looks amazing. I really like the helmet. Articulation looks pretty solid, and as far as the sculpting goes, it looks like a pretty much brand new sculpt. So this Ventress figure is one of those that I didn't really know that I wanted until I'm seeing the photos here, and man does it look good. So Ventress is one of those, I just don't care about the character of Ventress too much, but after seeing these, I think I have to pick up this version of her. And then we do have some older figures kind of mixed in here. In the very front, we have the Commando droid, one of my favorite releases of last year, so like I said, a little bit of an older figure. But then we also have some of the Phase 1 clones there, as well as the Phase 1 Captain Rex. That one's from the Ahsoka show, and that is a great figure. It's one of my favorite ones of 2025 so far. So yeah, some definitely great figures mixed in there. And then the next photo here will let us get a good look at the new Jango Fett, and this is one of my most highly anticipated figures going into 2026. I think the release date's like January 1st, so beginning of the year, but it looks so good. Completely brand new sculpt for Jango, and he's just one of those figures that has needed a remold, a remake for years and years now. The old mold articulation is poor. It's got the double jointed, ugly pinned look. The feet were like rounded on the bottom so it couldn't stand up, and the clunky jetpack made it back heavy, so it just wanted to fall down all the time. So this is one that I know is desperately needed a new mold, and it's been one of the most like fan requested remakes for a long time, so just beyond happy that we're finally getting a new version of it in the line. And looking at it on display here, it looks phenomenal, so I genuinely cannot wait to get this one in hand, and just seeing some first look photos at it, it looks stellar. And then next up we have one of my most anticipated figures for the end of 2024. This one should be releasing like this month, so beyond excited for this. And of course, if you guys don't know what this is the Luke and Vader Duel on Bespin 2-pack. And of course, it does come with this really freaking amazing looking Bespin Cloud City display base. And boy, does it just look really good. The detail and the sculpting and just that base alone is spot on. Of course, it does come with the Vader that you see here. This is the Empire Strikes Back mold that we've gotten a few times in the line, but it is the first ever Black Series figure to come with a wired cape, at least for the original trilogy. We did get the Ronin for like Star Wars Visions, but this is the first, I guess, like mainstream character to have a wired cape, and it is just looking phenomenal. You know, for one of the windiest scenes in Star Wars, I think a wired cape was the right call, and it is just looking great, and it's really going to bring your Darth Vader posability to another level, so beyond excited for this one. Biggest problem here is I just don't see the Luke Skywalker. That new Luke Skywalker is a brand new sculpt, head to toe, and I really would love to see some first look images of that, but unfortunately it's not here in the photo, which is a little bit of a bummer, and I wish they would have had that one on display too. Next up, we have some photos from Articulated Comic Book Art on Instagram, so make sure to go check them out. But it is of this brand new Boba Fett figure, and this is such a good looking figure. You know, we already have one version of the Book of Boba Fett Boba, specifically from like the Mandalorian post-credit scene, and so this is the more show accurate version from the actual Book of Boba Fett show. And this is just one that I didn't think I ever needed because I wasn't a huge fan of the Book of Boba Fett, but actually seeing the figure here, the sculpted mold here, it looks really good. I don't know what they did differently with this one compared to the last one. I don't know if the colors are different or the sculpting is different. It's hard to tell. It just looks substantially better in my opinion. That may have to do with the fact that this figure has sculpted toe articulation, which is the first time that's ever happened on the Black Series figure. So you can get him in these nice lunging, walking, running poses, kind of like we have here. And so I think that might do huge wonders as far as articulation goes and posability, because you can get into a lot more dynamic poses. And I'm excited to see that. If this turns out well, the balance is okay, and the sculpting is good, it doesn't really hinder the figure at all, I think this is a staple that needs to come on a lot more Black Series figures, just for the amount of posability it brings to this figure. And I'm really excited to play with that and mess around with that and see how good and how dynamic some poses you can get with this guy. So really looking forward to that, and just overall this figure looks great, and so I cannot wait to get this one in hand. But yeah, that was a first look at some of the new Black Series figures we're going to be getting here in the next couple of months, which is really exciting. So I'd love to know what you guys have to think about them down below in the comments. Let me know. I am beyond excited to see some of these guys, and I'm just really happy with the state the Black Series has been in over the last year, and I cannot wait to get these figures in hand. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to go down, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments below if you're picking up any of these figures. And that'll do it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.